Tony's Mod Time. It's Mod Time with Tony. Me, I'm Tony, and these are the mods. Mod Time.
Welcome to Mod Time with Tony. For April 8th, we got a lot of things to go over today. Let's get right to it. So we got a lot of updates. Not going to go over all these updates. If you have these mods, I'll just point them out. Click on them. Update them for yourself. Front loader axle lock. Use of leftovers. Storage piles for earth fruits. Bale storage. I have this mod myself. This changes the unloading trigger. We got the fertilizer and lime big bags, finished big bags and pallets, the seed potato farm, which we showed yesterday, so we'll check this out real quick. He reminds you here, fixed bag seed potatoes and premium potatoes, dynamic mount collision, which is good. You should be able to pick them up using a forklift. We got this yesterday. We weren't able to pick them up. Now you can. And he says, as I noticed yesterday in my testing, be aware that the Grimmy does not work inside the building, but you can still make box potatoes like we did. So this does not work, but you can still use this thing with conveyors or bring the boxes in yourself. Case IH Puma, Massey 3700, 5600, the Fendt Vario 900 Gen 6, the Lexion 8900, Headland Management. All updated. If you have those, click on them, get yourself updated. We got a prefab and the new one. So let's just go to this right now. The hunting pulpit, all platforms. It's decorative, $950 for the old, $1750 for the new. It's a deer stand, hunting stand. A little bit of decoration for your map. Put up a stand. Find those pesky deer. Next we got nations flags. 10 flags, Germany, Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, France, England, Italy, Spain, and the US. 2 sizes. 100 and 340 bucks. Shows some national pride. Put up a flag. All platforms. We are on page 2 of 3. That's Stroutman PS2201. All platforms. 76.5 for 26.6 liters, 180 horsepower, and 24-meter manure spreader. Another manure spreader, all platforms. So we got the Fatigo. 124 grand for 42,000 liters. Requires 200 horsepower. It is a 4-dragon. I do like the look of these fence. Pretty decent size. Pick one up. Silage edit tank. So get your bonuses. Next we got the Star Reboke. The Ninja 19,000 with a capacity of surprise, 19,000, and then 33,000 with the capacity of surprise, 33,000 liters. Customizable tank colors, designs, and wheel colors. 110 horsepower for the small, 200 horsepower required for the big. And you got 38 grand for the small and 66 grand for the big. Pretty big auger wagon. 33,000 liters, pretty nice. Combine this with the Lime to Auger Wagon mod for PC, and you are carrying some serious lime out to your fields. All platforms. Next, we got the Disco Lander XM52. 220 horsepower required for 44 grand. 6 meter working width. It's got a 600 liter capacity. It is a disc harrow. Pretty nice looking machine. All platforms. Next we got the Long Neck Combi Plus from Flegel. Pull and lift logs. 3,500 bucks. Drag it around the field. All platforms as well. So we got a few small things. Agricultural convoy pack. These are weights that also are signs. You got the convoy and the convoy pallet. Convoy's 450, choice colors, and the pallet is 150, choice colors. So there's your pallet. There's your convoy. Weights and signs, take them to the field. We got a signal bar, 2 grand. Here's your different options. You like a little bit of realism in there? These are available for all platforms. We got a logging blade, push tree trunks and chop material, 1.7 meters for $1,200, all platforms. Makes a good backstop for when you scoop up a bunch of logs. I highly suggest using that if you're gonna do some logging, and it is all platforms. Next, we got 2 bale forks. PC and only for these for the Leone, $1,700. Goes from 0 for 2 bales. That's cheap. And then 200 and 500 for 3 and 4 bales. Very nice looking bale fork. And then the Lizard brand for all platforms. Same mod. Same stuff. Just the Lizard for the console. It is EJ VF 3.2. It is transports liquid slurry spreaders, improve the harvest of your yield. So you've got 3,200 liters for $29.50. Transports liquid water, milk, liquid manure, digestate liquid fert, and herb aside. And the slurry tank is a 5-meter spread. There's our pictures. Little small tank. So transport or spread slurry. Mix it up. Pretty neat. All platforms. Solano Horizonte CV29 is PC and Mac only. 7-meter working width. Requires 250 horsepower for the cheap price of $13,673. A little bit high in horsepower, but it is a cool looking cultivator. Next, we got the Uniaplow 6, 3-meter plow. Well, technically it's subsolar, but all platforms. A Hurleman H488, 45 grand for 90 horsepower. Front loader console, optional front hydraulics, roof hatch and doors. All platforms. It's a nice small tractor at 90 horsepower. Look, you even got a sunroof. The Massey 5600, all platforms, 105 or 130 horsepower. All the different tires, front loader configurations. Starts at 88 grand, goes up to 100. Nice, another small little tractor. Go bump up a spot to the 6700S for 122 grand, 150 horsepower. All platforms. Here's your configurations. All sorts of colors and designs and rims. Bunch of different wheels. I do like this tractor. Good medium-sized tractor. Looks nice. Color options. I usually put one of these on my map when I'm starting out. Pick one up yourself. Like I said, we got a lot today. We did skip a page. We'll go back. We got the Massey 6 Triple X and 7 Triple X. 122 grand, 150, 200 horsepower. Or 145 grand for 175 to 220 horsepower. 199.5 for 225 to 280. It's your big boy. Different colors. EU and US versions. Lots of nice colors. Big boy, we got duals. PC. Console. We got it all. Then you got the 8700S, 300 to 400 horsepower for 250 grand. All your tires, different colors. That is a nice larger size tractor. Definitely gonna have to put this one on them. All platforms. And we got the John Deere 7R. We've all seen these. 15.5 for the 700M. 290 horsepower. Not sure what that is. You got your engine configurations, your 7Rs 250 up to 350. Starts at 247, goes to 290. This is very confusing. The 388 horsepower. Description does not help this mod out, but it's a 7R. Check it out. Guessing the front loader is the 700M. There's your tractor options. It says it goes to 290 to 388 horsepower, and then the engine configurations are 250 to 350. But it's available for all platforms. Check it out. Good big size John Deere. Next we got the Man Crusher. Got a bunch of color options. It's got a crane. It says you can put the wood crusher on it, the Gens wood crusher on it. Right there. Pick up your logs, throw them into the crusher. Get someone to help you out there. Pretty neat setup. I see a lot of people using this. It is available for all platforms. Starts at 180 grand. Power from 500 horsepower. Next, we got the JCB TM320S. 112 grand, 145 horsepower. All platforms. This is a good looking telehandler. Telehandler? Yeah, telehandler. Doesn't say how far the boom goes out. Looks to be a shorter boom, but it's a JCB telehandler. I know someone who will be very happy about this. Next, we got a map. North Beach for all platforms. German map in Nordic style. Real map with fictional locations. 37 fields, 40 viable spaces. BGA, 6 production, sawmill, gas station, shop. Livestock dealer, 4 vending stations, a yard with 2 stables. And the frames can be painted in the build menu. It says it has all those fields. Don't see them on the PDA. Kind of curious about that. Looks like a smaller map. Small fields. Nice little farmyard. Here's your BGA. Again, you can see these are small fields. German style. Going to be dotted around. Nice little starter map. Small equipment map. North Beach. Next we got the Euro Milk Forge Wagons pack. So there you go. There's your different brands. Mixers, manure spreaders, blowers, another little mixer. This one has a 10,000 liter capacity. Tips on the left and the right. Requires 55 horsepower for 25 grand. And you got the bigger 17,000. 90 horsepower for 38 grand. And then you got this one for 30,000. Dump on the left, right, and rear. 105 horsepower for 60 grand. Doesn't say how much that other one is. There you go. Euro Milk for PC only. And then we're going to show this one off. We did skip a page apparently. Here we go. I said there was a lot today. There is. We got a Joskins Transpace 8000. All platforms. 52 grand for 31,000 liters. It's a Joskin trailer. You're familiar with this? We got the MUK 402. 80,000 for 55,000 liters. Another good trailer. It is a tipper. All platforms. We got a Coeco 161. 16.5 for 12,600 up to 22.5. There's your different variations. All platforms. Next, we got the Great Plains. A lot of letters and numbers there. 29 grand, 100 horsepower required, 3 meters, 700 seeds, 500 fert. Small little cedar. Kind of cool looking. Get the Dabo Grass Rollers pack. So we have the 12.3 meter for 32 grand, 24.3 meter for 120 grand. These are some big rollers. Look at the size of that thing. They are under grassland care, so these are going to be your grassland rollers. Pretty neat, pretty big size, 24 meters. We got a bucket for silage, 1,500 liters, 4,450 bucks. A-dub modding. See if our pictures load in. Pictures are not loading in today. There we go. Silage bucket. Pretty cool. Fillable plastic box. I like these, put these around the yard. Only 1,000 liters. Could be a little bit bigger if I was being honest. For 350 bucks. Look cool. Look plastic. Fill up your stuff. I like to put seeds and fert around my yard. Fill up with that. But there you go. All platforms. Next, we got an income limiter. Not quite sure what this one would be for. It's an MP mod, but let's get to it. Sets a limit per day on the amount of income you can do. Gives you an increase if a farmer's earned no money at all in a day. Depending on how much you make, the limit goes up. This gets you your settings for what counts as income. Missions, selling crops, products, wood, animals. Once you reach your limit, you cannot accept any missions that day. Sell crops, bales, animal products, wood, anything. You can still sell vehicles and trade with other players. So he says the purpose of this mod is on a 24/7 server. Some players play a lot. Some players play only a little bit per day, per week. This will limit the amount of income the players that are on a lot can make, so they don't get way ahead of other players. I guess this is a need for some servers. If you want to limit the amount of progress some of your players can make, then this would be what you would do. You'll see here, you got your limits right there. This says you can't sell any wood because your limit's reached. You see there, 510 to 500. So it's going to put a limit on what you can do. You can't accept any missions. It's going to limit players so they don't get way ahead of other people. We got snap build. We'll show this off. We put this on. We got a cow shed 3 and 3. 200 cows. Feeding and water in the middle, which water is pretty cool. Adding straw can be done in the middle as well. Animal delivery. Manure can be removed and added using the second door from the front left. So you need a skid steer. You're going to have to muck out the barn yourself. It's 300 grand. Pretty big size. There you go. Pretty cool. Pretty big. Got water. You have to hand muck your manure. Next, we got bale storage. We're going to show this off as well. It's been out for PC for a while, but we'll show it off. We got pallet store logistics. On the fence about these. Basically, you're going to store your greenhouse pallets, your production pallets in this warehouse. They do just come out onto here. Now, he shows you distribute to store the pallets. Once you activate this production, it will spit those pallets out or distribute them to where you want to go. Store. To unload the pallets on the trigger for new manual transportation, or sell to auto direct. So you can distribute these to your other factories. You can store them or sell them. Kind of neat. I don't like how they spawn on the trigger, because then you have to remove them if you want to get something else. But they are kind of cool. It does store a lot, 100 grand. Drop off, pickup point. You start getting multiple products in here, it can get a little crazy to remove these and get them in. But it will store your stuff. It is available on all platforms. We got tuber storage, all platforms, 500 grand, cost you 10 grand. Potatoes and sugar beet storage, Pretty neat, realistic way, except for that pipe, but to store your potatoes and sugar beets. We got a shed for bales. It's a shed. It's 50 grand. It's kind of high, but it is a nice looking shed. All platforms. Got a cow breeding pen, 75 grand, up to 45 cows. Food and water capacity has been increased. So it's a breeding pen, all platforms. Put them in there. I guess you just make cows. Looks like a cow pen to me. We got a machine hall, 50 grand. Store your equipment. All platforms. We got an old Polish house, 8 grand. It's a Polish house. Farm silo package. 3 silos for seeds or mineral feed. Change the colors. So 27,000 liters for the seed, fertilizer, and mineral feed. 16 grand. Silo 2 is the same. Silo 3 is big. Seeds and mineral feed only. 54 grand. Or 54,000 liters for 25 grand. There's a look at the different ones right there. Kind of neat. Dutch modding. All platforms. Old fuel station. Holds 20,000 liters. Costs you 2 grand. Kind of neat. Kind of old. Like that pump right there. It's fuel tank available for all platforms. Next we got the extended Meridian silos. Fert, lime, liquid fert, and herbicide. This one, fertilizer and lime, will cost you $23.5 and it holds 60,000 liters, which is a lot. This one will hold liquid fert and herbicide. Cost you $46.5 and hold 173,000 liters, which is pretty big. See there. Big capacity, buy them in yourself. Or unload and load here. I like these silos. I like these Meridian silos, and especially you can fill them up, place them on your farm. All platforms. We're getting there. Honey production by Switty. 19 grand. 50,000 liters. 1 bee produces 50 liters of honey. 5 cycles per hour. So you have to buy the bees. It is a production, and they produce honey. So as much honey as you want, you buy as many bees as you can. The more bees you buy, the more honey you're going to produce. 1 bee is 50 liters. Kind of neat way to do bees. Production pallets. New way to do it. Very interesting. You got a free charger. Gives electric charges. Costs you 8 grand. But then you go fill up your electric vehicles for free. All platforms. We had a question arena. Show jumping. Jumps a sand area for training horses. 58 grand. It is a decoration. Place these around. Make yourself a nice little course. All platforms. And then lastly, we got placeable street lamps. Range from 175 to 250 bucks. Bunch of different street lamps. You got singles, doubles, and triples, looks like. Quad, oh, quads. There's a quad. Street lights for all platforms. So now we got a few. 3, actually, we're going to show off in-game. Now we're going to show off the last 3 mods. We're going to start with the Alice Chalmers under large tractors. $136,100, 302 horsepower. You got the Michelins, you got the 520s, 520 duals, 800s, 800 duals, 650s and duals, 480s and duals. Under Midas, you got the 650s and the 650 duals. You got terminals, you got a GPS, phone stand, or both. And then your exhaust, standard, and straight pipe. Pretty cool tractor, new brand. Really like it. Let's buy it. We're going to need it. Let's get ourselves a trailer while we're in here. So the last two mods we're going to show are going to work together. We go down to construction, and we go under silos. We have these bale sheds, 3 versions, 79 grand, straw and hay and silage, straw hay, silage, and grass. So basically everything. So if you cancel this, you see snap grids on there, snap build position, snap build rotation. If I take Alt 6, change that to 30 degrees, click on this, and then rotate, it goes 30 degrees. Now it's very important you change that snap build rotation beforehand. So now if I want to change that rotation, I cancel. Change this to 90. Click on that again. Snap, 90 degrees. Very cool. Good for the people with OCD out there. See, this has a capacity of 3.5 million liters for 79 grand. Let's go ahead and place that. Let's show you how it works. These are really cool. Big fan of these. I use them all the time. Let's get in our Big Alice. Let's look in the cab. Got a bunch of gauges. Got your monitors there. Animation. Pretty neat. Pick up our trailer. It's got a good sound of this tractor. Goes 19 miles an hour. There's your drop off. There's your info. Or pickup, sorry. Here's your drop off. So let's do some cheating. Fill this vehicle with some products. There's your silage. See, we get a dump. Now if you go out and look, it's not showing up. Let's throw some more in. Let's fill it up with some others. Should take all of them. See straw starting to pile up there. Camera problems. See straw in there. Now this has a very large capacity. Lastly, grass. So we filled all 4 products. There you go. You can see some more starting to show up in there. There's your grass. Straw. And the other cool thing about this spawn some bales. So we got a silage bale. We take it over here. It unloads, fills it up. Straw bale. Unloads. Square hay bales. Takes it. Anything you got in there. Here's a grass. Takes it. And you can see we got all 4 different brands in here now. And you get enough. Those will continue to build as you put more in. But the cool thing about this is you come to here. And you can spawn. Hey, I want a 4,500 liter round bale or a 6,500 liter round bale, a 9,000 liter round bale, 8,000 square, 72. Any type of bale you can put, take a small, as many as you can make. We can make a bunch of them. You'll see, little baby bales spawn out. I'll get these out of the way. Takes loose and or bales, and it'll spawn out whatever type of bale you want. So if you get big giant bales and you want the baby bales, you can do that. If you want to do some realism, do the baby bales and then spawn them into big bales, it'll do that also. One thing we want to check is just make sure, see if we can pick up loose. Drive this under there, hit start filling. We can fill up the loose back into what we had. So this basically takes loose or bales. You can store it as loose, store it as bales, spawn it as bales, pick it up as loose. Very cool stuff. Big, huge space saver, time saver for stacking. Obviously, that's our goal for the day. Coupled with the Alice Chalmers, our mods of the day. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you really like to hit that subscribe, feel free to leave some comments down in the bottom. But for today, that is...
Tony's Mod Time, it's Mod Time with Tony. Me, I'm Tony, and these are the mods. Mod Time!
Thank you for watching.